Pile driver headlock, got you in the gridlock. Catch me in the back lot, I can make the mat rock. Backdrop, hip toss, abdominal stretch. Now they wondering who we bombing on next. Yes, the Lucha Libre flying off top, and we won't stop rocking till the ref say stop. Never been disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the debut edition of Platinum Championship Wrestling Television. I'm Jay Haynes, and it's my pleasure to bring you all the exciting action of the hottest promotion sweeping the Southeast, Platinum Championship Wrestling. I'm joined now by my color commentary partner, Kurt Kilgore.
Shut up. Nobody wants to hear what you're saying. Look, it boils down to this. You simpletons clearly don't have Comcast cable. You only got like 3 or 4 channels. So, instead of watching Oprah, why don't you enjoy the stories that P.C.W. has to offer?
That's Kurt Kilgore. Coming up in just a moment, we will give you the first look at the chase for the P.C.W. title. That's coming up right after this.
Pile driver headlock, got you in the gridlock. Catch me in the back lot, I can make the mat rock. Backdrop, hip toss, abdominal stretch. Now they wondering who we bombing on next. Yes, the Lucha Libre flying off top, and we won't stop rocking till the ref say stop. Never been disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
Welcome back to Platinum Championship Wrestling Television. I'm Jay Haynes along with Kurt Kilgore. And Kurt, when Platinum Championship Wrestling started in January, it was clear that a host of wrestlers wanted their shot to be the inaugural Platinum Championship Wrestling champion.
Of course, that is the main title in professional wrestling nowadays. And it is currently being held by a man named Shane Marks, who is a deserving champion, but he's got some competition ahead of him, that's for sure.
It was a long road for the natural Shane Marks to get the P.C.W. World Heavyweight title. Let's take a look back at what it took for Shane Marks to even get his first P.C.W. title shot.
You see that? It's called making love to the camera. You need to do that a little bit more.
March 19th was the date at the Academy Theater in Avondale Estates when 6 contenders wrestled for the shot to be the #1 contender for the P.C.W. World Heavyweight title. Our first matchup, though, was Pandora and Nemesis.
Oh, let me tell you something about Pandora. This is pound for pound the toughest woman in professional wrestling, but she's a dumb broad and she got in the ring with a Thug Life member who's going to beat the crap out of her. Enjoy.
One half of the Concrete Gorillas and Nemesis taking on Pandora.
These forearms just not having an effect on Nemesis. And now, bear hug applied by Nemesis to Pandora. Picks her up, throws her into the corner. Grotesque is coming out to the ring. There's Grotesque going. Oh, referee's calling for the bell already. Nemesis is going to get the win here by disqualification.
Jay Fury, another half of the Concrete Gorillas, taking on the Dangerous Jeter.
Right now, you're going to see how tough the Concrete Gorillas are. Those are 2 of the toughest monkeys in the jungle, that's for damn sure, but they're going against a man with the girth and the size of an unbelievable force, a man by the name of Jeter. Don't follow him in the bathroom, people.
2 of the toughest men in professional wrestling setting foot in the ring. Let's see how it turned out.
Once again, go behind this time by down Jeter in some way. But look at the spread power of Jeter and a back elbow. Pulling down the top rope, Jeter goes over, but he lands on his feet. Jeter, perilous position there from these attacks by Jay Fury, but now he's caught. He's caught a bear in, otherwise it's going to be a double count out. Counts at 8.
It's at 8.
Counts at 9.
That should be an illegal blow.
Counts at 10. It's over. The referee's counted them both out.
The referee
has counted both men out.
So with Jeter and Jay Fury out of the way now, it turned out that the demigod Mason would take on the natural Shane Marks to determine the other half of that World Championship match on March 26th.
This is 100% true, and let me tell you something about the man named Mason. They call him a demigod, and there's a reason why he's a demigod, because he is a god in wrestling and a god in PCW. Shane Marks is going to have his hands full on this one.
It was the demigod and the natural to determine who would go on to the PCW World Heavyweight title match.
Shane Marks and Mason rocking it up. Here we go. Now Shane Marks trying to power out this, change the leverage a bit. One-handed scoop and a one-handed slam by the natural. The arm with the trip on Shane Marks. And out comes Razor. Shane Marks blocks it. Marks blocks it. He wakes him up. Death Valley driver. That's gonna do it. Gets a cover. 1, 2, 1. Yes, he got him. That was a fast count.
Pile driver headlock, got you in the gridlock. Catch me in the back lot, I can make the mat rock. Backdrop, hip toss, abdominal stretch. Now they wondering who we bombing on next. Yes, the Lucha Libre flying off top, and we won't stop rocking till the refs say stop. Never been disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
So one half of the Concrete Gorillas, Nemesis, was going to be taking on the natural Shane Marks for the PCW World Heavyweight Championship.
As if Pandora was not enough, now Nemesis has gone on and it grows in the echelon of PCW to go against the World Heavyweight Champion Shane Marks in pound for pound, which is probably one of the most brutal matchups in PCW history.
The first PCW World Heavyweight Champion was crowned on March 26th at the Academy Theater in Avondale Estates, Georgia. The natural Shane Marks taking on one half of the Concrete Gorillas, Nemesis.
Don't wet yourself.
Nemesis, PCW champion, is going to be crowned here at the Academy Theater between these two men.
This is definitely a matchup of will and heart, and who has the most and who's willing to deal with the most in order to get that World Heavyweight Championship.
Counts up to 4. Shane Marks back to his feet, but now Nemesis just clipping that leg and that knee of the natural Shane Marks.
You know, at this point, I think it might actually be better if Skid Marks just submitted and come back to wrestle another day.
You can hear him screaming in agony in the ring. Now hyperextending that leg even more. Nemesis wrestling an extremely smart match, focusing on that left knee of the natural Shane Marks. Nemesis just taunting Shane Marks. Continuing to pound away with his foot on that knee. And now look at Nemesis just standing on that knee, and now
he's ripping it off.
He's going right after that bandage. Going right after that bandage on the knee of Shane Marks.
There's absolutely no protection protecting that knee now.
Nemesis is in all sorts of control right now. Shane Marks can't even get to his feet at this point. He's fighting with all he's worth to try and do it, but Nemesis is in complete dominant control of this match. Now, another big chop, and now forearm blow. And now Shane Marks coming back with another forearm and a third forearm. There's a whip. Now Nemesis holds on to it though. Duck under, kick to the gut, and now trying to get around. Yes, neck breaker. Big neck breaker by Shane Marks, but that knee is just too damaged for the Natural to do anything to follow up on it.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Referee's count is at 3. Both men staggered, trying to get back to their feet. Counts at 5. Referee's count is at 6. It's now up to 7. Shane Marks back to his feet. Nemesis back to his feet. And a clothesline. Shane Marks with a clothesline. And another clothesline.
How is he finding the will?
Shane Marks wants that PCW championship more than anything. There's a big atomic drop and a clothesline by the Natural.
If he's smart, he'd go for the 3 count right now.
He's saying it's over. Shane Marks says it's over. Back in the corner. Now he's the one taunting Nemesis to get back to his feet. Shane Marks looking to take control of this match. Now he's got to stand him up.
Nemesis is in a little bit of trouble.
He's going for it. He's going for the Death Valley driver. Can he get it? Can he get it? No!
Oh.
The weight was just too much for him to hold, and the Natural goes down in a heap with Nemesis on top.
I think Shane Marks is going to have to find another way to win this match.
There's a cover. There's a cover. Gets 2. Only a 2 count.
I cannot imagine him winning this match with a move like that and the knee in the condition it's in.
Nemesis was just a half second away from being the first PCW champion. And now, Nemesis trying to stand Shane Marks back up to a vertical base. But now here it comes. He's going for it. Can he hold it? Yes! Death Valley driver! Death Valley driver! There's a cover. 1, 2. No! Only 2!
We've never seen that before.
I don't believe it! Nemesis just kicked out of the Death Valley driver!
Let's go, Shane! Let's go, Shane! Let's go, Shane! Let's go!
Crowd is chanting for Shane Marks, but you have to take your hat off to Nemesis for kicking out of the Death Valley driver.
That was pretty impressive.
Now Shane Marks. Off comes the pad. What's he got to do now? He comes off the ropes. Oh! Spear!
Spear by Nemesis.
That's got to do it. It's got to be over. Nemesis is going to be the PCW champion.
Nemesis is calling for it.
He's going for it. He's going for that mask. He's got to go for 800 pounds. He's looking for 800 pounds. Can he get it? Just waiting for Shane Marks to get back up. Marks slowly but surely trying to get to his feet. He's back up. And now Nemesis. Afraid of the bounce.
No, he doesn't.
Couple elbows. Third elbow. No.
Shane
No,
Marks.
go behind. Sweep. Is that sweeper? Drops it down. He's got a sweeper hold applied. He's got the sweeper locked in.
I cannot believe the determination and will I am seeing out of Shane Marks on this evening.
Nemesis desperately trying to reach the ropes, but he can't. And now, look at it. He's pulling back on that shoulder as well. Nemesis is fading. Nemesis is going down. This got to be it. Yeah, check. Corey's checking the arm. There's one. There's 2. Will it go down for a 3rd time? 3. Yes, it did! It did! It's over! It's over!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and he is your first PCW World Heavyweight Champion, the natural Shane Marks. It was a classic match to determine the first PCW champion. Both men had their chances to win, but in the end, Shane Marks with the sleeper and Nemesis will say goodnight to his chances for the PCW championship.
But how long is he going to be champion with a knee like that?
Qualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
After winning the title on March 26th, the Natural Shane Marks took on all comers, including former TNA superstar Austin Creed.
He is a fighting champion. He takes on all newcomers, there's no question about that. He had his hands full with Austin Creed, but he did go through that. And he was successful, but future title defenses we'll see.
And one of those title defenses was against one of the strongest men in professional wrestling, Scott Steele. Scott Steele earned his PCW title shot finally and had a 30-minute time limit match against the champion, the Natural Shane Marks.
Ladies, if you like Italians, check out the meatballs on this guy.
Let's see how that match turned out at the Academy Theater in Avondale Estates. The champion, the Natural Shane Marks, against the #1 contender, Scott Steele.
And again, Scott Steele pulling back as hard as he can, just trying to grind the champion down, but the champion has all sorts of determination. But he's fading out. It's at 1. If the arm drops 2 more times, it's going to be over.
He may be
Is
out.
he going to do
pain
it? Is he really going to do it? I can't believe this. No, it stops. And like I said, the determination of the champion. The determination
4
of the
minutes
champion.
remain in the match.
4
minutes remain.
And now Scott Steele has to start to think about that. 4 minutes left to go. As back into the vertical base, the Natural's up. And a big suplex of his own, belly to back. A little bit of a taste of Scott Steele's own medicine, as Shane Marks felt a couple of those in the early going.
Shane Marks limping around the ring right now, but he has control of the matchup.
And another big drop kick from the champion. Quickly into the cover. Gets 1, gets 2. The champ's gonna, no, it's only 2. I thought the champ was gonna retain with that.
Shane Marks getting a bit frustrated right now. He needs to keep his cool.
And again, the Natural back up to a vertical base. Clubbing to the back of the challenger, Scott Steele. Give full marks to Scott Steele as well. He has fought as hard as he could for the last 26 minutes plus.
3 minutes
Oh,
remain.
what a neck breaker! What a
3
neck
minutes
breaker.
remain
That's
in the
it.
match.
1, 2, and no! It's only 2!
How did Scott Steele get out of that? That's unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, it's only a 2 count.
Some of the wrestlers from the back coming out and watching this matchup. And they're witnessing
Unbelievable.
an incredible one.
They've gone over 27 minutes of that ring, and neither man has been able to have their hand raised in victory yet. Scott Steele has the opportunity to win the PCW title.
He needs to
But
hurry
Shane
up,
Marks
though.
is in full control right now until that boot.
He
A
needs-
big boot and another big kick from Scott Steele.
Scott Steele's got to hurry up, though. The hourglass is running out on his title match.
Big DDT from the challenger. But can he take advantage? Can he take advantage?
Both men looking out of it right now. I think Scott Steele may have a 3 count if he can crawl
Here it comes,
himself
here it
over
comes.
there.
Makes the cover.
2
There it is.
minutes remain.
1,
2
2,
minutes remain in this
and
match.
No, it's only 2.
Unbelievable.
Only 2 again.
Scott Steele has multiple enemies in this match, both Shane Marks and the clock. He better get something together.
As the clock's ticking down closer to 90 seconds. And he's got to hurry. A blatant choke there by Scott Steele, just out of frustration, trying to keep the champion down any way he can. And you can tell it's boiling over for the challenger.
Scott Steele's losing his cool. He needs to stay calm to win this title.
Does he need to stay calm? Maybe this aggression's going to be what carries him to the title. But he's got to hurry up.
Another blatant choke by the challenger. Counts up to 4, and he breaks just before the count of 5. He's trying to choke all the life out of the champion and hold him down for a count of 3. But now, you can tell the reality setting in. What's he got to do to keep Shane Marks down?
It's a smart maneuver by Shane Marks, finding the
1
ropes.
minute remain. 60 seconds left in the match. 1 minute
And
remain.
Scott Steele almost looked in pain hearing that announcement that there's 60 seconds left. He's got to do something. He's demanding for the champion to get up. He is demanding for the champion to get back to his feet. But the champion has to be pulled back up to his feet. What's going to happen here? No, look at this. What?
Shane
The
Marks
champion,
has got him up.
Death Valley Driver.
Unbelievable.
Death Valley
30
Driver out of
seconds
nowhere.
remain. 30 seconds.
There is going for the
He's
cover. It's
dragging
going to do
himself
it.
up to
It's going to
get
be
the
over.
3 count.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
No! Only 2.
20 seconds remain.
Steele's got a
20
little
seconds
bit
remain in the
left, But he
match.
better capitalize on it.
Shane Marks. Don't forget Shane Marks hasn't beaten Scott Steele
10
yet.
seconds remain.
10
We're down to 10
seconds.
seconds.
5, 4,
Now what do
3,
they go for here?
2, 1.
The bell sounds. Big spear. Huge spear, but the bell sounds. The bell sounded. It's over. It's over. Scott Steele says he's done. He knows he just hit the big spear.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has gone to a 30-minute time limit draw.
Scott Steele couldn't
My
capitalize
goodness.
in half of an hour.
They both go for half an hour. The champion is going to walk out of here.
And
Shane
as a
Marks.
result, still your P.C.W. World Heavyweight Champion, the Natural Shane Marks.
Shane Marks coming away the victor. Scott Steele has a look of terror on his face. He cannot believe he just lost,
He didn't lose. He did not lose.
but he didn't win.
But neither did Shane Marks. The champion didn't win either. He may be walking out of here with a title, but neither man won. We've got to see a rematch of these two men soon.
Pile driver headlock, got you in the gridlock. Catch me in the back lot, I can make the mat rock. Backdrop, hip toss, abdominal stretch. Now they wondering who we bombing on next. Yes, the Lucha Libre flying off top, and we won't stop rocking till the refs say stop. Never been disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out. Disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
So after the 30-minute draw, of course, Scott Steele earned another title shot against the Natural Shane Marks, and it would come in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
And might I say it was a well-deserved title shot. That man is a force in PCW, a force to be reckoned with, and he deserves every title shot that he gets.
So 2 out of 3 falls for the Platinum Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight title, Shane Marks and Scott Steele from the Jungle in Atlanta.
And first up, the #1 contender, not to mention terribly hot, Scott Steele.
The champion standing tall, looking down at the challenger. The last time these two men met was 2 weeks ago, when the champion and the challenger fought to a 30-minute draw. Scott Steele thought he had the title won. He hit the big spear right after the bell sounded. He was not able to get the pin. Shane Marks retained the title via the draw. Shane Marks has been on a remarkable run over the last 5.5 months to get to the PCW title, winning it at the end of March. He has fought off all contenders since then, but he has yet to fight off Scott Steele, the one man so far who in a match has not gone down to the natural Shane Marks. Scott Steele grabbing the belt away from Duke Corey, trying to. Now he'll show the belt to the fans in attendance. That is the prize that is being fought for here tonight. The two men get ready. Final instructions from the referee. He'll check them over for any illegal objects that they might have on them as they came out. Bell sounds, we are underway. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match with a 60-minute time limit. In boxing, the championship standard used to be 15 rounds. If you could beat your opponent over the span of 15 rounds, you deserve to be the champion. In most major sports now, it's best 4 out of 7 games. If you can beat your opponent 4 times in 7 games, you're the champion. In professional wrestling, the standard has always been 2 out of 3 falls. They lock up for the first time. Scott Steele gets the advantage on the test of strength. They'll circle each other once again. Locking it up in the center of the ring. Who's going to gain the advantage this time? Scott Steele looks as though he has a slight height advantage, which he may be able to play to his advantage as the night goes on. He doesn't here, it would appear, but no, Shane Marks able to turn and put Scott Steele into the corner. Referee asking for the clean break. Counts at 2, up to 3, and finally, Shane Marks shows that he's got some strength himself. Away at the challenger Scott Steele, trying to get into his head just a bit. They'll lock it up once again in the center of the ring. Scott Steele looks like he's got his arm wrenched now by the champion. You see Scott Steele using that offhand, trying to push away at the champion, change the leverage, and he does. Now he'll twist away at the arm of the champ, the natural Shane Marks. These two men going through a bit of a feeling out process, but now look at the natural Shane Marks. Look at him contort his way out of that and into an armbar of his own. So he locks that in on Scott Steele and then twists away at the arm. Scott Steele was going for the punch. Shane Marks added just a bit of leverage, kept the punch from being thrown. It's 2 out of 3 falls. You have to defeat your opponent twice in order to win the championship. Hammerlock applied by the champion is reversed, and a hammerlock applied now by the challenger. Shane Marks trying to get out of this somehow, gets the single leg takedown, now floats over, and he puts on a submission move here. If he can turn that, yes he can. Just turning and torquing away at that shoulder of the challenger. Now he'll float out of it again, get back into the armbar. Slowly but surely, the champion trying to grind down the challenger, but now Scott Steele back to his feet. Shot to the solar plexus and a second by the challenger. Takes it down by both legs. Now he applies a headlock of his own to the champion. Good technical wrestling being shown by these two men in the first 3.5 minutes of this contest. It's a 60-minute time limit, excuse me, as Shane Marks tries to get back to a vertical base. He's able to get back up. Punch to the gut, and a second by the champion, and a third one. Now he shoots him off into the ropes on the power of the challenger, but a kip up by the champion into the hip toss. And a second hip toss. Takes down the challenger, Scott Steele. Champion with a bit of confidence in him now. He'll send Scott Steele for the ride. No, Scott Steele holds on the ropes, but that time, drop kick applied by the champion, and outside the ring will go the challenger, Scott Steele. Scott Steele in a bit of hurt. He goes outside the ring to regather himself. Shane Marks taunting him to try to get him back inside that ring. Referees count up to 5. A count out would count just the same as a pinfall or submission. It would give Shane Marks a 1-0 lead in this 2 out of 3 falls. Counts up to 8. And Scott Steele just rolls in and rolls out to break the count. As the challenger starts to play mind games with the champion. Referee's count is up to 4. Now Scott Steele wants back in, but he wants the champion to back off. And now he's back into the side, the squared circle. Two men staring each other down. Locking eyes with each other. Looked like Scott Steele was going to go for the collar and elbow tie-up. Instead, he gets a big kick right to the gut of the champion. And then double sledge to the shoulder blades of the champ. Now Scott Steele gets him back up, scoops him up, holds him up. Look at the power of the challenger as he throws him down. Scott Steele has been on a rampage for the last 2 months to try to get a P.C.W. title shot. Guess what? It's only a 1 count. He feels he should have been awarded the P.C.W. title a long time ago. He went on a rampage, destroying everybody in his path, including yours truly, unfortunately, 6 weeks ago. As now, Scott Steele with the submission hold applied. Campus Strikeforce Green sitting next to me reminds me, Campus Strikeforce was part of that as well. He defeated them 5-on-1 one night 2 months ago at the Academy Theater on Friday night in Avondale. Shane Marks back to his feet. Gets a couple punches, and a third one to the solar plexus, gets the challenger off. He'll send him for a ride far side, no, it's reversed. Tucks under the clothesline, and a clothesline of his own by the champion. And another big clothesline by the champion. Scott Steele is rattled in that corner, slowly getting back to his feet. The champion measuring him up, and lands a big punch right to the jaw. And now what will the champion do here? He sends him for the ride. Irish whip far side, here he comes. Big splash in the corner. And you can tell Scott Steele is kind of feeling that one a bit. His eyes looking a bit glazed over after that big splash. Sent for the ride again. This time, look at the agility of Scott Steele. Scoop and a power slam. Big power slam by the challenger. But his cockiness maybe not letting him follow up quite as quickly. He wants the champion to get back to his feet himself. Instead of following up on the move there very quickly, he's slowing down, letting the champ get back to his feet. Now what's he gonna do? Big spear, that's gonna do it. That's it, 1, 2, 3. Shane Marks has lost the first fall in 7 minutes and 51 seconds. Scott Steele has taken the first fall of the match. It's 2 out of 3 falls, though. Scott Steele hasn't won the title just yet. He's got to defeat the champion one more time. And you can see Shane Marks trying to feed off the energy of this crowd, trying to fight his way back into it. But Scott Steele just isn't letting him do it. A big look at the strength. No, a roll up, inside cradle. 1, 2, 3, 3. He got him. He got him. In 14 minutes and 8 seconds of the match, Shane Marks has evened it up at 1 fall apiece. And there's not going to be a rest period this time. The man who was pinned doesn't need to rest. He wants to keep on the fight. Looked like the champion was going to kick out anyway, but it didn't matter because the referee stopped the count. But now Shane Marks, he is just completely out of it. He can barely stand. Those spaghetti legs aren't holding him up that well, but that blow to the turnbuckle may have woken up the champion. The champion's back up. The champion's waking up. That might just be the blow that knocks the golden slumbers out of the eyes of the champion. The challenger hurt his hand trying to punch the champion. Champion just taking those jabs from the challenger like they're nothing, and now he's landing blows of his own. Big forearm shots, now scoops him up and slams him down with authority. Now is Scott Steele in trouble. Hooks in, what's he gonna do? Fisherman suplex, 1, 2, no, it's only 2. I thought it was gonna be 3 with that fisherman suplex, but the challenger kicked out just in the nick of time. And now Shane Marks circling the challenger. Blending blows again. What's he gonna do here? Sends him for the ride. No, challenger reverses. And a big clothesline. A stiff, nearly a lariat there by the challenger. Scott Steele looking to win the deciding fall. And now look at this, just this choking away, using his leg to choke all the life out of the champion. Now those hard right hands delivered to the skull of the champ. There's 1, there's 2. No, it's only 2. The champ kicks out. Only a 2 count for the challenger. Desperately trying to hold down the champion for the count of 3 to walk out of here with a PCW title around his waist, but it's going to take more punishment. It's going to take more damage. Can he deliver enough to hold down the champion for the 3 count? Scoops him up, holds him up, throws him down with a big slam. Quickly into the cover. 1, 2. No, it's only 2. Just in the nick of time, the champion kicks out. But these big slams, all these power moves by the challenger have to be doing some major damage to the champion. And another big blow. And you can tell Scott Steele, he's hurt his hand. He's been battling some pinky problems as of late. Believe it or not, he does have some torn ligaments in his hand that he's been really trying to deal with. And that might be what we're seeing right here. That's why that pinky is taped up, and that's why you occasionally see him shaking the feeling back into his hand. Drops another big blow right across the throat and chest of the champion. Irish whip sends him far side. What will he do here? Clothesline into the corner. And now another big shoulder tackle, depriving the champion's body of the oxygen it needs to keep functioning. Shane Marks is in a world of hurt in the center of the ring. What will he do here? What will the challenger do? He's trying to grind down the champion. Submission hold applied once again. And you can tell Scott Steele is doing everything he can to wrench into this, but now the champion trying to get back to a vertical base, reverse some of the leverage, and now he's back up to his feet. Picks him up, Death Valley Driver connects out of nowhere! Death Valley Driver is going to be over 1, 2, 3, no! It's only 2! The champion is shocked. Should have been a 3 count, he thought, but the referee's hand only came down twice. The challenger kicks out just in time. And now they're both back up, or are they? Scott Steele He's in a world of hurt. And now, Scott Steele just thumbed the eye of the champion while he had the referee distracted. He thumbed the eye of the champion. Spear! There's a spear again! Scott Steele's gonna be the champion. He's won the title with that. 2, it's up. No! 2! Only 2! Scott Steele is beside himself in the ring. He can't believe it. Shane Marks is just about out of it. He's holding his rib area. He may have a broken rib after taking that second spear. Now, what's the challenger going to do here? Scoops him up, hits him on his shoulder. Power slam possibly? No, champion gets out. Full Nelson. Full Nelson applied. Full Nelson applied. Scott Steele is trying to fight his way out of it. You can tell he's got that arm trying to fight out. Trying to throw some back elbows. And a third one connects and dislocates the hold. Scoops him up. Going for that power slam again. Can he get the power slam again? Again, the champion slips out. And now, Death Valley Driver. Can he get the Death Valley Driver? Yes! He did! 1, 2, 3 is over!
Driver headlock, got you in the gridlock. Catch me in the back lot, I can make the mat rock. Backdrop, hip toss, abdominal stretch. Now they wondering who we bombing on next. Yes, the Lucha Libre flying off top, and we won't stop rocking till the refs say stop. Never been disqualified, never been counted out. When we acting out, competition tapping out.
So after getting through Scott Steele, the Natural still had men lining up to take a shot at the PCW World Heavyweight Champion, including the Mysterious Phantom.
Yeah, Mysterious Phantom. Do yourself a favor. You don't have the button on mute. He's just a mute himself, just like you morons. So just sit back, enjoy the show, and drink your cold ones.
You really enjoyed dealing with Phantom, didn't you?
He's an idiot. He has nothing wise to say. He's nothing, and he's nobody, and he's nobody to no one else. But you idiots, I'm sure, will love him because you're morons.
The PCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Natural, Shane Marks, taking on the Phantom next. Submission wrestlers in PCW, and he's so good because of the innovation he uses. Now, body scissors applied by the challenger to the champion, and he pulls back on the neck. And you can hear Phantom, he doesn't talk much, but he's yelling at the referee to check and say, ask him. But Shane Marks right now is not giving up the PCW title.
Looks like Shane Marks is slowly trying to drag himself to a rope break. He does have the size.
He's going to try to get up. He's going to try to get up, and he is back up to a vertical base. Picks him up. Big belly to back suplex by the champion. The challenger holding his neck. He's in trouble. There's the cover. 1, 2, and it's only 2. The first big power move of the match landed there by the champion, but Phantom is able to kick out.
It's pretty impressive that Shane Marks is able to muster anything right now, considering the beatdown he took earlier tonight and so far in this matchup.
Now, European uppercut.
Phantom looks a little bit dazed from that one.
And now another European uppercut by the champion. Phantom is staggered in the ring, front chancery applied. What will he do here? Will the champion go for a big suplex? Over. Floats over the cover. 1, 2, and it's only 2 as the challenger kicks out just before the count of 3.
That's the smarting pinning combination I've ever seen Shane Marks apply, but it wasn't enough. Phantom trying to get the crowd into it.
And now Shane Marks back to his feet first. That gives him the advantage, but you can see him holding those ribs. He's having breathing in the ring, but he lands a big forearm to the shoulder blades of the challenger. And now the champion stays on the attack. Stands him back up, scoops him up, One-handed, the power of the natural. Now bouncing off the ropes. Big leg drop. Look at the elevation, but look at the pain on the champion's face. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and it's only 2. Maybe holding those ribs there after that leg drop. Maybe that gave Phantom enough time to recover to kick out of that 3 count.
I think you might be right on that one, Jay, and it looks like Shane Marks is starting to get frustrated. I wonder if this frustration, along with those hurt ribs, is going to affect him in this matchup. Phantom dragging himself to the corner.
Phantom trying to get back up. Shane Marks standing over him. And now applies a boot right into the chest area. And now, what's he got to do here? Bouncing off the ropes. Look out! Oh! Huge knee right to the side of the head of Phantom. He might be out cold.
He got all of it on that one.
Phantom, you can see, moves his hand a bit. He's okay. He did not lose consciousness from that blow, but it very easily could have knocked him out. Huge momentum gained there by the champion. They go for 1, 2, and no, it's only 2. He just does kick out in time. This is the Phantom.
Frustration starting to boil over for Shane Marks. He's got to keep his head in this matchup. This is a very good wrestler he's in the ring with right now.
And Phantom has a lot of chance. There's a drop kick to the shin and the knee area by the challenger.
That came out of nowhere.
The Phantom was down 3 matches to 1 in a best of 7 against Narcissism. He put his mask on the line to the Phantom. He said, I won't lose again. And indeed, he did not lose again. He won the best of 7. And ever since then, Phantom has not lost a match. He's defeated the demigod Mason. He's defeated everyone that's been put in front of him. And now he's working on that knee of the champion.
Very smart maneuver by Phantom, but he looks like he's a little hurt himself.
And now Phantom has another target to go after, and that knee. The champion has had knee problems in the past. Just wrenching back, hyperextending that knee is the Phantom.
He's very wise at the Phantom. He's beginning to work on the ground game and the technical skills that he does so well. Maybe what he needs to win this title.
Continuing to drop knees into that knee of the champion. Over 10 minutes gone by now in our contest as Phantom struggling to get back to his feet, but now he shrinks. Shane Marks his leg across that bottom rope, and look at him using his foot to design him retort. And now look at the submission applied by the Phantom. It won't count as a submission because everybody's in the ropes, but you can just see the pain at the champion's face. And now a drop kick to the knee, draped across that bottom rope. The champion has to go on the outside, and his title is in jeopardy right now.
I've never seen a set of moves like that from Phantom before, but he may be in a little bit of trouble as it's going to be hard to get Shane dragged back in the ring.
And now Phantom on the apron. Drops down right across the champion. Phantom back up. Phantom trying to drag Shane Marks back up as well. Now he gets him back up to a vertical base. What can he do here? Counts at 5. And now picks him up. Big back body drop by the champion on the outside. The Phantom is down on the outside. Both men hurt on the outside.
Ref has got to go check and make sure Phantom is okay.
Both men are really seriously hurt. You would have to say that they're still, they've thrown everything they have at each other. Here in the first 12 minutes of this match, both men are on the outside in a prone state. You would have to think whoever gets back to their feet first is going to have the advantage coming out of this spot.
We're getting another 10 count here with the damage both men have sustained so far. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes to 10.
If it does go to a 10, it would be a double count out and a draw. The champion would retain his title.
One thing is a guarantee.
6.
Audience is starting to come alive. Sounds like they're cheering for Shane Marks here.
Sounds like they're cheering for Phantom from my perspective. Count is up to 8. Counts up to 9, and both men crawl back at a 9 count. But both men are hurt. You can see Phantom holding his lower back. quite possibly, depending on how he landed, could have broken his tailbone on that big back body drop by the champion. Meanwhile, Shane Marks has a bad knee, he's got bad ribs, and now both men butting heads in the middle of the ring like a couple of rams. They start throwing blows at each other. Forearm shot by the champ, forearm by the challenger. Now elbows. Now coming back and forth, these two men. Now big open-handed snap by the champion. And now throwing away that elbow pad was the challenger, now the Phantom landing blows. And now a big kick to the face of the champion. He might be out. Can he turn him over to make the cover? And he's struggling to do it now. He's just out. And no, it's only two.
Phantom almost won the title on that one.
Phantom that close to becoming the second PCW champion. Ever since Shane Marks won that title, no one has been able to take it from around his waist. But the Phantom, you would have to think, is coming as close as anyone has in the past.
Phantom showing off those patented quick kicks. Snapmare Phantom flipping Shane Marks over.
Snapmare takedown, now a couple kicks to the kidney area. And no, he's out of the way. There's a cover. 1, 2. No, only 2. Shane Marks' body held down Phantom long enough for the 3 count with that schoolboy roll up, but it was only 2. And now Phantom back on the attack. Look at the snaps it over. Big DDT there by the Phantom. Now gets him back up. What's he gonna do? Oh my goodness! German suplex by the Phantom. Huge German suplex by the Phantom. I didn't think he had the strength to get over the champion, but he was able to do it. And now the Phantom making the motion that it's all over. He stands the champion back up.
Phantom saying he's going down, he's got him up.
Tries to get him up, can't get him up. The champ blocks it, and now the champion makes him up. Buster by the champ. 1, 2. No, it's only 2.
Shane Marks has a look of shock in his eyes, as we all are. It looks like he should have won on that.
15 minutes gone by in this contest, and the Phantom somehow kicked out that huge spine buster by the champion.
Shane Marks needs to keep a cool head.
And now, what's he gonna do here? Front chancery applied. Going for another suplex, one would have to think, picks him up, and throws him down. There's the cover. 1, 2, and it's only 2 as Phantom kicks out again. And a headbutt by the Phantom to the chest and rib area. As a roll-up, gets his feet off the ropes, gets 2. The victory roll only gets 2.
Phantom's still being the aggressor right now, but Shane Marks
Inside cradle, inside cradle. 1, 2, and it's just 2 again for the champion. Not able to hold him down for the count of 3. Phantom with a big kick, and now he'll go for trying to get him over. Can he get over? Roll. He kicks
Shane Marks is fighting out of it.
Shane Marks gets him up. Go, we see the Death Valley driver. He's got him, but Phantom slips out. Now what's he gonna do here? Oh! Brainbuster! A brainbuster by the challenger. If he can get overneath the cover, it's gonna be all over.
I am completely impressed by the strength of Phantom for being such a small guy. He is completely taking out the PCW World Heavyweight Champion.
He's got, can he make the cover? Can he make the cover? There it is. 1, 2. No, it's only 2. Shane Marks shoots the right shoulder up just in time. Phantom could not quite capitalize quick enough off of that brainbuster. He's going to have to find some other way to keep the champion down. And now, he's heading over to this show, going up top in the high-risk district. What's he going to do here? Off the top rope, Phantom! Oh! He went for the 450, but he met the knees of the champion.
Oh, God. Phantom looks like he's starting to drool a little bit. He may have some internal bleeding from that one.
And now the champion back up. Death Valley driver. Can he get it? He's got it. There it is. 1, 2, 3. It's all over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and still PCW World Heavyweight Champion, the Natural Shane Marks.
Well, Kurt, debut episode of PCW television is over. What do you think?
I think that I'm going to bring the ladies and the ratings to the yard, because that's what I do.
For all of us here at Platinum Championship Wrestling, this is Jay Haynes saying good night, everybody. We'll see you next time on Platinum Championship Wrestling Television.
Try to read the book next time.